All right, before we jump into tonight's Santa show, we need to clear something up. It appears that somewhere between the North Pole, the studio, and the internet, the Grinch tried to sabotage the show. Buttons didn't button, systems didn't system, and for a brief moment, Christmas magic was under review. But here's the good news. The Grinch did not win. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for sticking with us. And thank you for rolling with a little behind-the-scenes chaos as we got everything back on track. Now, before we rewind and dive into the show properly, it's important that I thank the people who made this night possible. Tonight's Santa show is proudly presented by our title sponsor, Simply Magical Vacations by Amy. Amy believes that magic isn't just something you experience on vacation, it's something you create by how you show up for others. Her generosity and heart for this community helped make this entire night possible. If you're dreaming about a future family trip, Disney, a cruise, or a special getaway, Amy makes planning simple, personal, and stress-free. You can always learn more at alwaysmagicallyyours.com. I also want to thank our ongoing Prosperity Lounge partners, Bello Business Solutions, helping entrepreneurs grow with clarity, systems, and real strategy, and LaPera Insurance, protecting families and small businesses with personalized, community-centered coverage. And a special thank you to Kim Frazier, whose support helped bring this Santa show to life. Most importantly, tonight's show supports an incredible mission, East Tennessee Children's Hospital. And everything you're about to hear is rooted in hope, generosity, and community. So now that the Grinch has been escorted out of the control room, let's rewind, reset, and get back to what really matters. Santa, community, and a whole lot of Christmas magic. Welcome to the Prosperity Lounge Santa Show.
Grab a seat, sip some wisdom, and stay a while. This is the Prosperity Lounge, where growth gets personal. Step inside, we're breaking shame.
Welcome back to the Prosperity Lounge. If you're trying to watch online, I don't know what's going on. We have a little bit of issue with our live stream right now, but we're trying to figure that out. Just get in the chat and have some fun, but just want to welcome everybody to the show and say Merry Christmas to everybody out there. So what is the greatest gift you gave this Christmas is something, well, I am all over the place with my equipment tonight. There we go. Sorry, guys. What if the greatest gift you give this Christmas is something you wrap, isn't something you wrap, but something that brings you hope and to a family that really needs it? So welcome to the Simply Magical Vacations by Amy presents the Prosperity Lounge Santa Show, live right here on 96.3 and streaming everywhere the Prosperity Lounge lives. I'm your host, Joey Ruffalo, and tonight is something truly special. Before we do anything else, I want to begin with thanking the women who made this entire night possible. Our title sponsor, Simply Magical Vacations by Amy. And Amy doesn't just book vacations, she creates once-in-a-lifetime memories, from Disney and Universal to cruises and custom family getaways. Amy removes the stress from planning and replaces it with confidence, care, and a whole lot of magic. What makes tonight even more meaningful is that Amy chose to use her business not just to plan trips, but to help bring joy and hope to families right here in East Tennessee through this Santa show. You can learn more, explore vacation options, and connect with Amy anytime at alwaysmagicallyyours.com. Amy, thank you so much for believing in the show, the mission, and the power of generosity during the Christmas season. I also want to recognize our ongoing Prosperity Lounge partners, Bello Business Solutions, as well as LaPera Insurance. All right. We appreciate their partnership, their support, and the mission. And remember, every Wednesday at 6, we premiere a brand new Prosperity Lounge episode on YouTube, and every Friday from 6 to 7, we're live here. Apparently not live on YouTube right now for some reason. But we'll fix that. Now, something I normally don't do, and it's really early in the show, but I'm going to take a quick break to kind of figure out this technical issue I'm having. And then when I come back, we got the man of the hour with us, or the man of the season, essentially. Mr. Claus will be here. So stay tuned and get ready to call. The phone number is going to be 865-577-4885. That's 865-577-4885. And we'll be right back in just a second. All right, everybody, we are back. I apologize. It's playing now on YouTube. Everybody's here. I think we crashed the server. I think that's what happened. Too many people want to talk to Santa. I think that was the issue. So, like I said, I am here with the man of the season, Mr. Santa Claus.
Hello, Joey. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas to you, too. I'm also joined by Natalia Havasy from East Tennessee Children's Hospital, who's here, who's the beneficiary of our big Santa show tonight. And I will tell you that we raised $600.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Children's. We're excited about all that. So thank you so much for being here to talk about what you guys do. Give Santa a little break in between.
Of course, we're happy to.
All right, Santa. So I got some big questions for you, and we'll get started. What is new this year at the North Pole? Anything exciting happening at the workshops?
Oh, yes. We have a lot of great things. Did you know how popular Legos are? Legos are hugely popular, so we added a whole new Lego workshop.
Really?
We did. It is fantastic. And of course, we added on to the Barbie workshop because, believe it or not,
Barbie.
Barbies are very popular to this day.
Still, huh?
Still, one of the most popular toys.
So with expansion, Santa, you have to hire more elves.
The elves are plentiful up there. They just come out of the woodwork. They're wonderful.
They're always willing to do more than they have to, right?
They are fun, fun, fun.
So getting ready to go around the world like you normally do.
Yes, sir.
How are the reindeer doing?
The reindeer are great. They're in training. They're flying around. They're eating all kinds of good grain, and they are ready for Christmas Eve.
Any standout reindeer this year?
Oh, they're all equal. They are all wonderful, and they are all fun, and they all just do a great, great job. And it's fun to see them rest after Christmas Eve and then start getting ready to go. Right around, I would say, mid-October, they really start their training.
Okay. Any standouts? Who's your favorite this year?
Oh, I have all, they are all near and dear to me, Joey.
Okay.
I don't want to play favorites for a great team that pulls my sleigh.
Okay. Now, Rudolph's only been with you for a short amount of time.
Per se, yes.
Okay.
And that first night that he came, he was a huge help to us.
He was. Yeah, I got through that cloudy, that
It
fog.
was very foggy.
Yeah. So he must come in handy when you're flying through San Francisco and the West Coast with all that fog.
With the fog, we can light that nose, and everything is just perfect up there.
I love it. I love it. Now, the big question I get from people when I told Santa was coming on is Mrs. Claus. Is Mrs. Claus, how's she
beautiful
doing?
woman.
She's doing great?
She's doing great, absolutely. She really spends a lot of time with the elves, getting them ready for Christmas and making sure that they are under control. And then she really, from, I would say, Halloween on, is focused on Christmas Eve. She gets me ready, gets my suit ready, works with the reindeer, works with the leadership team with the elves, and she is a wonderful right hand to me.
I love that. Is she still running the show behind the scenes?
Of course.
For since as long as you can remember.
Forever.
Now, does she keep the elves in shape too?
She does. She works, like I said, she works with the elves most of the year.
Okay.
She is the mother of all of these wonderful people and elves who just do such a great job. She keeps them all in line. She keeps them all laughing. And she just has a wonderful, wonderful way about her that is great for how Christmas operates.
I love it. Now, I assume that she keeps everybody fed up there as well.
She has quite the kitchen staff.
Okay. What are
her favorites?
things?
Meatloaf is really good. The elves love meatloaf. Who doesn't love meatloaf?
Who doesn't? I love meatloaf. Okay. Meatloaf. Any good sides? Like the potatoes?
Always mashed potatoes. Everyone loves mashed potatoes. We have infused some cheese into things lately, so little cheese mashed is what they've all been excited about.
Okay.
And then mac and cheese is always popular with the elves.
Oh, wow. I Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Nice and warm and hearty. Keep you full. Keep you warm.
Little bacon too, Joey.
Oh, gotta love that. Okay. I assume, Santa, that you guys don't eat a lot of cookies and sweets during the year since...
Why do you assume that?
Well, you get your full on Christmas Eve.
We eat cookies all year round. They are the best.
Okay, my correction. All right. Has anything changed about how you prepare for Christmas Eve compared to past years?
Oh, of course. As I have grown in my stature and in my experience, I'm a little older.
Okay.
So I've been doing a little bit more on the healthy side of eating. And even Christmas Eve, when I'm flying around, I will not only take some cookies, of course, and of course some milk, but I sometimes eat the carrots as well. So a little bit of vegetable, a little bit of grain, and I have been exercising as well. Can you tell?
I could tell. Looks like you've lost a few.
I have. I'm in great shape for Christmas Eve.
Yeah, you lost it. I found it. So you eat the carrots. The reindeer don't mind then.
They don't. Okay. They're well fed as well.
Okay. So Santa, you didn't come alone tonight.
I didn't.
Good. I got Natalia Havasy from East Tennessee Children's Hospital with us. An organization helps bring hope, healing, and comfort to families when they need most. Natalie, welcome to the lounge.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Let's talk about a little bit of what you do. For listeners who may not know, what is the mission of East Tennessee Children's Hospital and who do you serve?
So we actually serve, just like it says in our name, East Tennessee and the entire region. We actually serve 88 counties. Technically, we've seen children from that across the state, but we see thousands of patients a year. And really just serve any child in need. Our mission really is simple: is to serve children, to help them with care for their health, and we don't turn anyone away for whatever that might be, for race, religion, financial. A lot of our patients are actually on Medicaid, and we give away free care every year as well. So wow. If your child needs health care of any kind, from a cold to cancer, we have a specialty for that, or we have general care as well.
I love that. During the holidays, how does East Tennessee Children support children and families facing some of their hardest days?
So this is a fun time for us, which sounds odd, but the community is so giving. We're a nonprofit, and so we really depend on the community to support us all year long. But Christmas time, people get very, generous, as you would expect. And I feel like the children that are in the hospital right now, they get so many things every day. Santa, you've actually come to visit us a couple times already.
I loved that.
Yes, and we've had a lot of communities support in giving trees to children and decorating them, and that way they go home with a tree, hopefully, if they get to go home before Christmas, and get their own personal tree. And there's toys and all kinds of things that go on, really, to make the holidays really special for the kids if they sadly are sick enough to be in the hospital.
Okay.
You do wonderful, wonderful work.
You guys do.
Thank
for sure.
you.
Definitely. When people donate or sponsor events like, let's say, the Santa show or just stuff in general, how does that generosity translate into real support for you guys?
So right now, we have a thing called Season of Giving. During the month of December, almost all the funds that come in, unless they're designated for something specific, is going to go towards buying a new transport incubator for us. Okay. So that $600 is going to go directly to that, which is exactly, like I said, what it sounds like. It actually goes into our ambulance. So although we have an ambulance that's customized for child care, we don't deliver children at Children's Hospital. We actually only care for them after being transferred from an adult hospital where they were born. And so every child that comes to us for the year that's an infant has to be transported safely, and we're able to stabilize them in an incubator inside our ambulance. So we need $166,000 to actually buy this incubator. And so we're already moving towards that, but that's what the month of December, most of our funds are going to go to, and most of our donations. And we transport 1,000 patients a year. So it is a lot. Well, just NICU patients, just the ones in that need this incubator. We transfer thousands more, obviously, that are much older. So that's what it's going to go towards.
So besides the incubator, are there any other key needs or initiatives that you're raising money for this year?
We are always raising money for equipment. We do. We've been around for almost 90 years, so we do have aged equipment, not 90 years old, but we do have equipment that always needs maintaining. And then as our population grows in Knoxville and East Tennessee, as many of us know in the past several years, we were talking about traffic earlier and how many people. We are growing just by population and the need, and people are moving here with kids, and it's not necessarily more children that are getting sicker, but instead more population that's coming, and we have urgent cares, they have falls and things like that, and so a lot of what our funding goes towards is area of greatest need, knowing that might change every day. That might be diapers, it might be formula, it might be a piece of equipment, and so the good thing is that every piece of your donation, no matter what that looks like, actually comes back to support the kids for their needs today and also tomorrow. And it's fluid to go and help those kids for whatever that need is.
Now I want to talk about some of the fun events you guys do around this time of year, and that's the Fantasy of Trees and the Gala.
Yes, we just had our Fantasy of Trees, and hopefully everyone came. We had a record attendance, which was 71,000 people came. I think you were at the gala as well. Yeah. And so it was a huge event, both the entire week of Thanksgiving, and we raised $1.88 million. Yeah.
Wow.
That's amazing.
It was incredible.
That's incredible.
And Santa was there taking pictures of people. So
Santa's everywhere this time of year. Wow. Something like that, the Fantasy of Trees event, what makes something like that very special? Like we enjoy going. We enjoy looking at the trees. The first year we went to the gala, we didn't know what to expect. We went to the Fantasy of Trees the year before we first moved here, and we're like, oh, this is cool. Like, how do you buy a tree? So like they all said sold on them.
Sure.
And then we found out about the gala, so let's go to the gala. And we go to the gala, and we're walking around, and we're like, wow, a lot of these trees are already sold, because we were kind of a little bit late getting there, I think, and found out that you have to get there early and kind of
get your tree. Get your first pickings, yeah.
And so the one year we went, the following year, we had a plan in place. We got there early, got in line, and my wife and I split when we went downstairs. And she, I don't want to say, she like barreled through the crowd and ran around, grabbed a few that she liked and held on to them, so then we can go back and look at them and see which ones we liked.
Okay.
And then put the stickers back, the ones we didn't. And we ended up buying a couple of trees, and then that's how we started doing it. So we want to make sure we got the tree we wanted. So that was a lot of fun. And then going back on the last day and seeing the we call them the homeless trees, the ones that didn't get bought yet, and then buying some of those and then spreading cheer around. It's always a fun time as well.
That's nice. We do discount them sometime on Sunday, so that you can buy the ones that didn't sell. Maybe we incentivize people to buy them a little bit more. That's nice, though.
Yeah, it was a good time. Well, actually, last year we bought a couple that were from the Farragut primary schools that made, and then we gave them to our awesome Parks and Rec director down at Farragut, and they put them at the community center.
Oh, that's cute. That's sweet.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to them this year. I have to check and see where they're at.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe you can look and find them again. So the gala is cool too, because we talked about that. That's the first night, the night before, and there's music and there's a lot of people talking and mingling and a lot of movers and shakers there, which is fun. There's a big auction that goes along with that too. There's a huge silent auction, a lot of great stuff, trips, vacation getaways, and items, jewelry. They actually have bourbon and things like that. I mean, there's all kinds of things to do. And Smooth Sailor performed this past year, and it's a fun time. It kind of is the place to be, I think, to start your holidays. I love that. How do people get involved with the gala? How can people donate items or experiences or services, or just kind of hang out? So we actually start planning for Fantasy Trees in March for the coming year. So pretty soon we'll be there again. But all year long, if you are interested in either decorating a tree, donating items, you can go to fantasyoftrees.org, or you can go to our main site at etch.com as well and just click donate. And there's actually a main page piece on our website that says ways to give, and that can tell you how to get involved in a lot of different ways. Maybe it's giving items for Fantasy Trees, maybe it's giving items throughout the year, or donating money, or just your time.
And sometimes we just want your testimony. If you've got a story to share about an experience, we'll take that too. Everything is really important.
That's awesome. Well, speaking of trees, so this year we went to the last day and we came across a tree from the Interact Club, which is the high school Rotary Club. I happen to be a member of the Rotary Club of Farragut. So that was our high school club. And I saw it was there and I talked to, I have it written down, but I can't remember her name. And I said, look, you have it out there for a certain amount. I can negotiate it down to a little bit and grab it. But I'll tell you what, let me take it to my club and I will get you more money than what it's listed for. So she let me borrow the tree.
Okay.
We took it to the club the following Wednesday. So this was on Sunday, Wednesday. And we auctioned it off at the club. We had it listed for $100 at Fantasia Trees. And we sold it for $175.
Nice.
So we split a little bit with the Interact Club. And I have a check for you for $137.
Oh my goodness, for the tree. Thank you.
East Tennessee Children's Hospital. I'm going to put it right on camera here. Courtesy of the Rotary Club of Farragut. And Brian Walker from Truth Between Lines. I have to give him a little plug because he bought the tree at Truth Between Lines. Follow him on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, and he does some great stuff. I had a better thing written for him. He's going to be angry that I didn't read it all, but oh well. There's the check for you.
That's extremely kind. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's really kind.
Very generous of the Rotary Club.
Absolutely. I can talk to you. I want to say her name was Barb, but I can't remember.
It could have been Teresa, maybe.
Maybe it's Teresa. I'm going to talk to Teresa and say, hey, look, I told you I'd get more. And you promised, and I promised.
I will tell her.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
So there you go. All right. All right. I just want to pause for a moment because, I'm excited to have Santa here. I'm excited to have Natalie here. We're incredible partners that help make this night possible. Simply Magical Vacations by Amy stepped up, be our title sponsor. Thank you so much, Amy Shoemake, for doing that. Believing that magic isn't just something you experience on vacations, but something you create by how you show up for others. If you're already dreaming about a future family trip, Disney cruise, or a special getaway, Amy makes the process simple, personal, and stress-free. Learn more at alwaysmagicallyyours.com. And also thank you to one of our featured sponsors, Kim Frazier, for making all this night possible. And if tonight has moved you, I encourage you to visit theprosperitylounge.com/Santa Show, and you can still donate. You can still sponsor. I'll shout you out next week maybe, but you can still donate and be part of something bigger this Christmas. And what is a good website for East Tennessee Children's Hospital that people might want to go to on their own to donate?
It's pretty simple. It's just etch.com.
etch.com. And you guys are everywhere on social media, Facebook, Instagram,
Yes.
LinkedIn, YouTube.
All of the
TikTok.
social media accounts, yes. But Instagram and Facebook is our most followed, and we put the most engaging things on there, and we try to have fun with it.
Okay.
We're a children's hospital, you got to have fun.
So we're going to get back to Santa, guys, in a second. I'm going to give you the phone number. It's 865-577-4885. That's 865-577-4885. If you got a question for Mr. Santa Claus, pick up the phone and call. Put it in the chat if you're here on the live stream, and I will ask Santa your question, and Santa will answer your question. Let's see if we got anybody here in the chat right now that's asking questions. Does Santa still bring gifts for children, or is he going to try to bring things to mom and dad for having raised really good children?
Oh, that's a great question. I get a lot of parents asking for funny things like Corvettes or Porsches and things like that. Those are too heavy for Santa to bring on the sleigh.
So the sleigh has
Our
a weight
focus
limit.
is mostly on the kids.
Okay, so the sleigh has a weight limit.
It does have a weight limit.
Okay.
We don't even bring coal.
I was going to ask you about that, the naughty list, if that's, people still get coal in their stockings anymore.
The naughty list was a non-thing. People say that there's naughty lists, but I've never brought coal. I never would bring coal. We love all children.
Okay. Must have been my parents who put coal in my stocking.
Yeah, I know, Joey. I remember those days.
Emmy in the chat wants to know, how many carrots do you go through in a night?
Do we gather?
How many carrots do you eat?
Do I eat? Oh gosh. If it's Christmas Eve, I will break it up, and I will have 3 houses of cookies, and then 1 house of carrots, and then 3 more houses of cookies, and then 1 house of carrots.
Okay, it's a good way to do it.
Yeah, I break it up. It keeps me healthy and keeps me alert. It's a long, very long night.
Now, when you're out delivering gifts during the day or the evening, all throughout, do you ever have time to get in a little workout? I know you work out during the year, but do you stop and maybe just do a lunge or 2 or a squat or 2 or is it just go, go, go?
Oh, it's go, go, go. Joey, you have to understand that once we're at a house, it's down the chimney and we do our thing inside the house and then up the chimney. That's a lot of climbing.
You're out. Okay.
Yeah, and then we're out to the next house. It's magical, it's fun, but it is a lot of exercise.
Have you ever caught somebody who wasn't asleep? Do you skip over their house and come back when you're flying over?
We do not skip.
Okay.
But we have
Circle
not.
back?
Yeah, no, we don't swing back either.
Oh.
It's magic.
Ah, the power of magic.
Even when we come down the chimney, if someone's awake, we will do some magic and make sure that they maybe get a little tired and fall asleep on the floor, and then they wake up and Christmas is there.
I love it. So Santa, what feels different about Christmas this year? Anything in the air that feels a little different than previous years?
Well, in East Tennessee, it's a little bit cooler than it normally is this time of year. But I just think worldwide that we are in a place of prosperity and we are in a place of joy. And I love this time of year.
So speaking of cooler East Tennessee weather, when you're on the sleigh, do you have heated seats, a heated steering wheel, heated reindeer?
Sure. Well, technology has upgraded. I used to have just this wooden sleigh back in the day, but now we've added some upgrades to it. So yeah, there is heat, there's music, there's a place where we can store cookies and store carrots and celery and other things. We also have a place to store our drinks. Kids leave us hot chocolate, they leave us milk. I particularly love eggnog when they leave that.
Oh.
And you know something new that people have been leaving? Gatorade.
Keep you hydrated.
Keep me hydrated, correct.
Wow. So how many cup holders does the sleigh have?
Oh, it has about 10.
Okay. Do you bring coolers and thermoses to fill them up? Or?
No need for thermoses. They just provide the cups and we take them.
You take them and down them real fast and go, okay. What kind of music you listening to in the sleigh?
You know what? The elves and I really enjoy different types of music.
Okay.
The elves love Taylor Swift.
Really?
They do. But they also love AC/DC. So it's kind of funny. And they love Dolly Parton. I myself, I'm more particular to classic rock, so I'm a big fan of Led Zeppelin, or sometimes I'll put Rush in or something like that, a little Canadian band.
Interesting, Santa.
But other than that, it's the more high-energy music, the more fun we have.
Okay, so you're flying across the sky. If I hear thunderstruck across the sky,
you will know.
I know it's Santa. I don't have to listen for the bells, just listen for thunderstruck. Thunder. All right. What do you think children and adults need most this Christmas season, Santa?
I think togetherness is something that's very, very important. It's when families are together, they need to be present. And when they're present, that means putting down their cell phones. That means being in the moment. That means being loving and caring and listening. And that goes from kids to parents and parents to kids. If there is people listening to one another and putting down their phones and enjoying family time, that is a great, great thing.
I love that. Question in the chat here says, do kids ever leave Santa coffee?
We don't get coffee too much.
Okay.
We don't get coffee. It's the hot chocolate that they really want to give us, and that gives us a little sugar boost and a little energy, and kids can relate to the hot chocolate a little more than coffee.
So no like Red Bulls or caffeine?
No, we're not into the energy drinks.
Okay.
Not yet, anyway.
Nothing for the reindeer, kind of give them a little fuel.
They're good with water.
Okay, good. This is an interesting question for Santa here. What is one thing when life feels heavy, Santa, What's one reminder you wish families would hold on to?
Hope. There is a lot of hope in the world. And good things like the children's hospital, and good things like
Yeah.
that towns do, and good things that churches do, and good things that people do, that brings hope. And if there's hope, then that will translate into positive things. I would also like to say that families that pray together, families that communicate with each other, that just brings a positive outlook to everyone.
That's true. So you really look forward to not just going around and delivering presents, but you like to see what communities are doing with each other and how they can bring people together as well.
If there is collaboration and positive things coming from communities and coming from wonderful groups like the Rotary and the Exchange Club and the Lions Club and the other groups and not-for-profits in our area and all over the world, if they're all on the same page and moving in the same direction, we are all going to be better off tomorrow than we were today.
So this sense of togetherness, not just during the holidays, but you need people to be together outside of the holidays to kind of replenish the Christmas joy that kind of fuels you.
I feel like Christmas is the catalyst. It is a joyous time of year, and then it's followed by the new year. And the new year is a new start, a new way to get the year off to a positive start. So it really starts after Thanksgiving. Everyone gets together for Thanksgiving, and at least in America here, but worldwide, it's a wonderful, beautiful time of year, and then it's on to a new year and a fresh new start.
What's one Christmas Eve moment, Santa, that has stayed with you over the years, something that you always remember?
There are a lot of memories that I have about Christmases. Each year is unique. Each year brings its own joys. Each year brings its own challenges. I don't have one memory of a particular Christmas. They all are wonderful Christmases. To bring toys and joy and smiles and happiness to people all over the world, that is what makes Christmas beautiful.
I love that. We got a question in the chat from Amy Shoemake from Simply Magical Vacations by Amy. Hi, Amy. Thanks for joining. Amy wants to know, does anyone get presents for Santa? Does anybody leave presents for Santa?
We get presents all the time. Besides the milk and the cookies and other things, kids leave us drawings all the time. We get a lot in the Christmas letters, but they leave little cards and thank you notes, and we collect those and share them with the elves and Mrs. Claus. Those are the ones that really touch our hearts, is because they took the time to color a picture for us or write us a note.
And then, will Santa come visit the Parks and Athletic Committee in Farragut?
That is a funny question. Why would we just visit them? We could visit places all over the world. Parks and Recreation is for everyone.
I think that was Truth Between Lines, who was in the chat saying hi, and I think he's on that committee. He wanted to say hi to Santa, so I think he's a little jealous that I'm speaking to him right now. Now, let me ask you some questions here regarding your experience with Santa.
Okay, sure.
Put you on the spot here. What is your earliest remembrance of Santa and Christmas?
Oh, that's such a hard question to answer. My earliest memory, probably leaving milk and cookies and carrots. I was always really concerned about the reindeer more than I think the cookies, but we leave Oreos. That's the cookie we tend to leave, yeah. Yeah, that's probably my earliest memory.
I think he remembers that a little bit.
I break them apart and eat them.
Do you make the double stuff, quadruple stuffs, or things like that?
I've never done that, Joey. I eat them separately. I'll eat the cookie and then treat myself with the stuff, but I might make a triple one this year.
There you go. Was there anything that you, Natalie, that you asked Santa for and you didn't, like, I'm not going to get it, and Santa delivered?
When I was 8, I asked for a kitten, and I did get a kitten on Christmas morning, and she was a little black and white kitten named Whiskers. And she was in a little box for me in the morning. So that, I didn't think that was going to happen. I also always asked for snow. And that did not always happen either, but.
Sometimes that's not in our control. But I do remember Whiskers.
And one time I remember leaving Santa accidentally, I think. I didn't know the difference between buttermilk and milk, just regular dairy milk and or cow's milk, and I did leave buttermilk for Santa one year, so maybe that's why you didn't let it snow when.
I think I gave that to the reindeer.
I love that. As you've gotten older, how do you keep Christmas magic alive in your family traditions?
Well, we love to decorate. I truly do start the holidays with Fantasy of Trees. I volunteered there from age 10 on, and now I work for Children's Hospital. Wow. So it's been part of my life for 30 plus years. And, right at 30 years. And, and that's how I start my holidays. And then we decorate. I like Thanksgiving to have its day, and then I want Christmas to come afterwards. So, all the traditions of things. I always get to open one present on Christmas Eve. And I've passed that on to my kids, and they have already asked me this year, can we open a present on Christmas Eve? And do we get to pick which one? Because, some things you want to save for Christmas morning.
Yeah.
So that's a tradition that's lived on for a long time in my whole life, and then also for my kids. But yeah, just decorating, and we always decorate and watch Elf. That's our movie of choice while we're decorating. And I guess it just all the, try to do as many things as you can. Ice skating, and take advantage of all the cold activities that without Christmas would just seem cold and bitter, but it seems cozy and exciting when the lights are twinkling. I think that's probably it's really everything.
Sandy, you want to add to that?
No, you mentioned Buddy. Buddy the Elf really made Christmas magical for a lot of people. It's such a great movie, and there are a lot of truths to what was portrayed in that movie.
Some liberties, as they say, were taken.
I don't know where they got their research, but they did a good job.
Okay. So I want to ask both of you the same question. I think I know what Santa's answer is, but now I want to hear your answer on this one. I kind of, based on what you said, I kind of know. Day after Halloween, you getting a tree, or you wait until day after Thanksgiving for a tree? Obviously, you get the trees for Fantasy of Trees, but typically.
Thanksgiving, 100%, yeah.
Santa, what do you prefer? Do you prefer trees year-round, or you just say, hey, let's give it a time?
Christmas is an all-year thing. Okay. So the earlier the better, but I understand that some people don't like to see Christmas after Halloween, or even before Halloween.
Right, the stores.
There's a lot of stores that do that. I know that Christmas is something that is really a focal point after Thanksgiving. People focus on their Thanksgiving get-togethers and their families, and then after Thanksgiving, almost midnight after Thanksgiving sometimes, people start decorating and listening to Christmas music and really getting into the spirit of the season.
They go to Black Friday, buy all their holiday decorations.
Oh yeah, that's fun too.
Okay. I was going to ask you, Santa, about things like stores that are open year-round. They're like we have one here locally called like the Christmas Place, and then the Christmas Inn in Pigeon Forge, which is a Christmas hotel. Do you find joy in seeing that, or do you say, hey, there's definitely some things they're doing correct, and maybe we're going to leave a little bit of magic to the imagination?
Joey, Christmas is magic no matter when you see it, no matter when you experience it. The lights, the music, the smells, the traditions, if it's at a hotel, if it's at a store, if it's at an amusement park, if it's just Christmas in July, that was a fun thing that they just started doing. Anytime that you have Christmas, it brings people happy, joyous, and then light feelings.
I was going to ask you about Christmas in July, because you get to walk around in like board shorts and swim trunks and a tank top and everything else. Do you prefer that decor over your traditional furry red suit?
Well, it is. I try to take vacations. Our group, our team, Our whole calendar year, we are off in January. I give everyone January off, so everyone is relaxing, and some people go down to Florida, some people go down to the islands, some people just stay up in the North Pole and sleep. But we take January off. Okay. And then February, March, April, and May is about research and development. We're looking at new things. And then we take June off. So when you say that I walk around in board shorts, yep, I've done that. Mrs. Claus has, wanted to go on vacations. We've gone to Hawaii, we've gone to Australia, we've gone to other places, just relaxing in the month of June. And then we hit it hard in July, using all of that research and development and other things, and we start our development of all of those wonderful toys.
So research and development this year, Santa, has probably gotten a little crazy with the implementation of AI.
It is something. We are trying to keep up, and I think we're a little bit behind the times with AI up in the North Pole because we like to keep things traditional. Mm-hmm. But a lot of kids are asking for cell phones right now, and boy, that's a whole technical division that we're trying to get into. But we are also, like I mentioned, traditional. We expanded Lego, we expanded Barbie. Mm-hmm. We are expanding and got into a little more on the electric scooters because those are fun.
They are fun.
So it's a little bit of a traditional toy with a little electric upgrade.
That's awesome. Speaking of AI, a lot of people would think that Santa would use it to maybe respond to letters or respond to requests, but you're, like you said, traditional. You respond to them all yourself.
I do a lot of that, and especially this time of year, but my schedule is rough, and I wish that people thought of Santa and Mrs. Claus and the elves at different times of year. So the Christmas in July thing is more about shopping and more about getting into the Christmas spirit when it's a different time of year, but we would love to get letters all year round.
Okay, you hear that, kids. You can write Santa any time of the year, not just in December. He would really appreciate it.
The whole team would.
The whole team. You write to the elves. Do the elves have a separate P.O. box?
Nope. North Pole.
North Pole. So just elves at North Pole, and they'll get it.
They will get it.
They'll find it. Who gets more letters, you or Mrs. Claus?
I get the most.
Okay.
But I share almost every letter with Mrs. Claus, and I share a lot with the elves. They are always interested in hearing from the kids.
Okay. Natalie, did you write letters when you were a kid?
Yes, of course.
Do you still write letters? I still write a letter.
My kids write letters every year, yes.
I love that. Now, there's a lot of places around town where people can actually just drop letters in mailboxes. I know there's a big one in Farragut.
There is. There's one right at Founders Park, I understand. It's a big, big mailbox. And then there's a mailbox under that where they drop their letter in, and it's picked up by the very talented Parks and Recreation team. And they get it to us.
So we got a question in the chat for Santa from Dominic in California, who's watching right now.
Hello, Dominic.
He wants to know what your favorite snack is.
I have a lot of favorite snacks. If you're asking about my favorite type of cookie or snack, I enjoy chocolate chip cookies. I always have. They are delicious, and everyone has a different type of chocolate chip cookie recipe, and that's what makes them fun and special.
So that's the thing. You get to taste test all day.
I taste test them, yep. There's some special houses that I really enjoy going to.
Now, I've seen how you are portrayed in the media sometimes, Santa, where you go into a house and maybe you take a bite of a cookie and a sip of milk or chocolate milk or whatever, and then leave because you don't want to get filled up. Is there any truth to that? And then the follow-up question, if the cookies are really good, do you take the whole plate or do you leave any behind?
It depends. If we're in a hurry and it's a really full neighborhood, we'll eat a little bit at each place. But there's times where they're so delicious, I will clear the plate and bring some up for the elves, or I'm sorry, for the reindeer as well.
Okay.
They actually like cookies. I know everyone leaves them carrots, but the reindeer enjoy cookies too.
So we had some kids write in with some questions for you, and they're from all over the country, even some from out of the United States.
I love that.
Wanted to ask Santa a question. So Sarah from Nashville asked Santa, do you ever get tired, or does Christmas magic keep you going?
On Christmas Eve, it is magic. It is a very, very long day, and we train all throughout the year for Christmas Eve. But yep, we do get tired, but the magic keeps us going. We have a large job to do and a fun job to do, and a lot of Christmas cheer to bring.
Jason from Seattle, Washington wants to know, what's the most surprising thing kids are asking for this year?
The most surprising thing, beanbag chairs.
Wow.
And shave ice kits.
Shave ice kits. That's an interesting one.
It is. It's very interesting. When we see one, we're like, okay. When we see 10, we're like, that is very interesting. But when we see hundreds of requests for shaved ice, that is something that's unique and different.
Well, that's funny you mentioned that, because a few years ago, my niece, who was I think 6 at the time, she took all her birthday money to buy a shaved ice machine. This is about 4 or 5 years ago.
This is a thing, Joey.
Well, she wanted to start a shaved ice business and sell it, the shaved ice, to her friends.
Entrepreneur. I love that.
So she could take the money she makes and then go buy more toys. So I wonder if that's what's going on.
It's a possibility.
We're going to see a lot of shaved ice.
To make shaved ice little stands, like lemonade stands.
We're going to see a lot of business licenses pulled for shaved ice businesses this year, I think. I love that. Sales tax revenue. Emily T. from London, England wants to know, and it's the same question in the chat a few times here, how do you deliver presents to places without a chimney?
Magic. Sometimes windows are left open or unlocked. Sometimes we go through the front door. I know there's some kids in some different neighborhoods that don't have chimneys. Not every house is built that way. But we do our best, and we utilize a lot of magic.
So it always goes back to magic.
It's the magical time of year.
It's the magical time of year. Oliver P. from Sydney, Australia wrote, do you celebrate Christmas differently in the Southern Hemisphere?
We do not. Christmas is for everyone, and it's celebrated the same. It is the beautiful reason for the season.
And the fact that it's summertime down there, do you change your outfit when you get down there? Get to take a little bit of the heavy stuff off?
Well, I told you that the sleigh is now outfitted with some new technology. So when it gets a little warm down there, we turn on the air and cool off.
Okay, because you're in and out so fast of the house is that you're not overheating, and that's what the Gatorade's for, I guess.
That's what the Gatorade's for, yes, sir.
Okay. Gabriel in, Sao Paulo, Brazil. Thanks, Gabriel, for writing in. What's one thing adults forget about Christmas that kids never do?
Well, that's a great question. Parents tend to think about the gatherings and all of the things that are required as part of the gatherings, the food, the guests, where everyone's going to sleep, but they forget about the reason for the season, the magic, the beauty, the joy, and just the fun of the season of Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Mark in Chicago wants to know, Santa, what is the funnest cookie you've ever been left?
The most fun cookie was a fudge marble banana marshmallow double fudge strawberry cookie that was the biggest cookie I ever ate, and it was enough for me. It was enough for the reindeer. Impressive. It was enough for me to bring home to the elves. It was like a pie, but it was a cookie.
Impressive. I know there's a few cookie places around here that they hear that, they're going to want to make it.
They would like to make that, I'm sure.
Yeah, they're going to have to contact Santa for the recipe. I'm sorry, I'm going to pronounce your name wrong. I think it's Alfie in Dublin, Ireland, wanted to know, do the elves have a favorite Christmas song? I know you mentioned Taylor Swift earlier.
Yeah, well, Taylor Swift is popular, but I think their favorite Christmas song is Santa Claus is Coming to Town. It's a classic. They all sing it, they all love it, they all cheer for it, and elves love laughter. So that is a song that just brings laughter and joy to everyone.
And you mentioned this a little bit before, but I'm going to ask it because they wrote in Kenji, and all the way in Tokyo, Japan, asked, how do you keep Christmas traditions alive all over the world?
You're asking me that?
I'm asking you, Santa.
Oh, gosh. As I said before, and I'll say it again, Christmas is for everyone. And Christmas is the time where people are lighthearted, they're more joyous, they're more giving, they're more generous. And that is not just an American thing, that is a world thing. It is about our Savior and the magic of the season.
I love that. Thank you for answering all the kids' questions. I love that.
You're welcome. I love
so
those
much.
kids.
So we have some rapid fire round questions for Santa and for you, Natalie.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to go with, who wants to go first?
Natalie's been quiet.
Okay,
I'll let Natalie
I'll go first.
All right. Only a couple for you. I got 10 for Santa. I got 5 for you.
Okay.
Favorite holiday tradition?
Favorite holiday tradition
Mm-hmm.
is probably watching Christmas Vacation. I just really love that movie. It's my favorite Christmas movie. And I just, yeah, that's probably my favorite thing.
That one makes me laugh a lot too.
Real tree or artificial?
I have a fake tree, but I do love a real tree. I just haven't had one in a while because they're kind of messy and sometimes a fire hazard. So we don't do that. I have hardwood. Once I got hardwood, I'm scared of the water on it. So yeah.
Favorite holiday comfort food?
Oh my goodness. My mom makes potato skins for us fresh on Christmas morning.
Ooh.
And that's my holiday food, actually. She brings it over and we snack all day.
Okay, I'll get your address after this. One word that describes East Tennessee Children's Hospital during the holidays.
Oh, I think blessed.
It's a good one. Most meaningful part of serving families this season.
Seeing the children's faces. There's nothing better than walking in a room and bringing a toy or a tree or something to a child, and they are just so overwhelmed with excitement. They're so grateful. That smile is everything on a child. That's my favorite thing.
And I always ask all my guests this too. What is your personal definition of prosperity?
Oh my goodness. Can I think about that? And you
can.
got Santa, and I'll come back. That's not a rapid fire question.
Well, I'll come back to that one while you're thinking, but I will ask you. You said Christmas Vacation. Die Hard's Christmas movie?
I think Die Hard's a Christmas movie. I don't watch it very often, but I think it is a Christmas movie. I think anything you think is a Christmas movie is a Christmas movie.
Good answer.
Yeah.
We had a lot of chatter on the chat about what's Christmas movies this year, and we came up with Die Hard, if like always. Gremlins, it's a Christmas movie. And Rocky, but Rocky 4.
Oh, because they're in Russia with the Russian
Christmas
and
Day.
the snow. Yeah, sure.
I had said
Okay.
Rocky 1 because the fight happens on January 1st, so he's training towards Christmas.
Oh,
But then
okay.
somebody said Rocky 4 happens on Christmas Day, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Also, Lethal Weapon is a Christmas movie. I'll throw that out there, too.
Okay.
Kids who are watching now have no idea what movies we're talking about because they're way too young. Santa, you ready for your rapid fire
Yes,
questions?
sir. Let's go.
Cookies or brownies?
Cookies.
Milk or hot cocoa?
Both.
Earliest acceptable time for Christmas music?
Ooh, Christmas music. I would say between Halloween and Thanksgiving.
Favorite reindeer personality-wise?
Dasher, because he's the oldest and he's the leader, and we discuss a lot of reindeer games and other things in our leadership team meetings.
Okay. Wrapping paper or gift bags?
Wrapping paper, more fun. It keeps the elves busy.
Okay. One word that defines Christmas this year.
Joy.
North Pole weather. Love it or tolerate it?
Absolutely love the cold.
Most underrated Christmas tradition.
Oh, that's a good question. I think underrated is...
It's a good one.
Can I come back to that one?
Yeah, sure. I stumped you.
Yeah, you did stump me on that.
Best way families can create joy without spending money.
Oh, that's a good question. Spending time together, going to a park, going to a skating rink, going to just walking outside, or just playing games at the dinner table after you eat dinner, helping with the dishes. Kids, helping your moms and dads is such an important thing. And moms and dads, spending time with your kids and being engaged with them is such an important thing as well.
Now, we talked about this a little bit. Naughty list. Real or misunderstood?
Misunderstood. I think the parents use that as a tool. Santa Claus and the elves and Mrs. Claus are not about anything negative. We are all about positive. We are all about kids and love and joy. And we just don't have the space or the capacity to be carrying coal on our sleigh.
And then I'll go back to that one. The most underrated Christmas tradition.
I'm stumped on this one. I love all the Christmas traditions, Joey. I don't think there's anything that's underrated. If it's a tradition for you, then it's a tradition for your family.
Well, okay. Two more for you, Santa, then I'll come back to you on the prosperity question.
Okay.
I'm not going to get off the hook that easy.
No.
Fruitcake. Love it or hate it?
Personally, I love all food.
Yeah, of course, Santa.
But I know there's people who don't like fruitcake. I know there's people who could eat fruitcake every day. So it really is dependent on people's own tastes.
It's a bad rap, but it's associated with hot Christmas songs, and everybody keeps giving it as Secret Santa gifts and exchanges. Nobody wants to bring it home, but depends who makes it, I guess.
True, and the fruit that's used.
That's true. Santa, what is your personal definition of prosperity?
My personal definition of prosperity is anything that does good for people. If you are doing good, whether it's a positive word, whether it's monetary help, whether it's just taking the opportunity to mentor or to just listen and talk, anything that you can do to bring joy, it goes all year long. That is prosperity.
No, you want to take another stab at it?
Yes, I feel I had to get some inspiration, but because a lot of things say like good fortune. I think that seems too vague. So I was going to say, I think fulfillment in all ways with hope of growth. I think that's really when you're prospering and what prosperity means.
Now, before we close, is there any message that you want for families this year, Natalie, that are at East Tennessee Children's or maybe have to come there, spend the holidays there?
I mean, really, we just two things really is that we're just so grateful for the continued support for shows like this, and raising money with the tree in the show, but just the care. I think the attention and knowing that we're here and what we can provide children and we're necessary, and we hope that you never need us, but we know that is just unfortunately never going to be the case, and so we are just so grateful. But I do always tell people, like, we have state-of-the-art care, and you should really trust us with your kids and know it's a place you should come should you need us, not just convenient. And so your children will feel like children when they're there. They'll have a really good time, surprisingly, and we're here to help you and work that process to take care of the patient families as well and make sure they trust they're in good hands. So,
Santa, any final words for East Tennessee?
East Tennessee, we love you, and make sure that you hug your kids, you hug your parents, and you tell them how much they mean to you. All of your loved ones, tell them how much you love them. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas, and have a healthy and prosperous 2026.
Friends, thank you for sharing this special event with us. Thank you to Simply Magical Vacations Miami. visit alwaysmagicallyyours.com. Thank you to Bello Business Solutions, LaPera Insurance, and Kim Frazier. And if you'd like to support East Tennessee Children's Hospital, visit
etch.com.
etch.com. You can always also visit theprosperitylounge.com/Santa Show. There's some links still up there. We'll do something special when the show ends here. Right after my normal sign-off, we're going to play a special song that we wrote about this night. It's on our YouTube channel. It's called, if you want to check it out, it's called The Night We Borrowed Santa. It's all about getting him here to the show. And thank you very much. Until next time, stay faithful, stay fearless, and remember, freedom lives where faith and action meet. The lounge is always open, and so is your next breakthrough. This is the Prosperity Lounge.
Pull up a chair, the journey's begun. This is where momentum meets